Hello and welcome to the Office 365 overview. This is a brief walkthrough of some key items to help assist you in getting started. Now, as we move through the overview, we will be discussing a few items such as Outlook access, online access, configuring devices and computers. We'll talk about shared calendars, tools to connect, browse, and share. We'll look at a few storage options that are available to us. And lastly, a few frequently asked questions. The first thing we want to look at is Outlook access. So the initial access requires you to log in with your username and a password. And in this case, it's going to be username@ad.nccu.edu. So whatever your NCCU given username, password, you're going to use that and you're going to enter it into what is called the Windows security box. So it's a Windows security box and it looks just like this, as you can see pictured here off to the right hand side. And it is asking you for your username and your password. In this case, username is going to be, again, whatever your NCCU username is at ad.nccu.edu. And of course your password. Just a quick note here, remember that this Windows security window will populate every 90 days. You have to change your password. So once your password is changed, you'll see this box here to the right pop up again, asking you for that username and that password. Once you've entered that, you click OK, and it should let you access all of your email. Next, locating your email. So as accounts have been moved, Outlook may not have discovered your account just yet. Things have been moved over to what is the cloud, okay? And it may happen automatically. There's a chance that you may need to help it discover your email. In the event that you log in to your Outlook and you cannot see your mail, you're going to need to go to File. So you'll click on File. From File, you'll click on Account Settings. Then you'll select your Exchange account. It may say Microsoft Exchange, or it could have your username at ad.nccu.edu. Once it's selected, then you're going to click the button that says Repair. Okay? And that should repair it. There's a chance that it could go into offline mode. In the event that that happens, you're going to click on Send Receive tab. Then you'll click Work Offline and toggle it off. After which, it should say Working Online or Connected to Microsoft Exchange. Next, shared calendars. So during our time of transition to Office 365, some configurations will move, some will not. Okay? Shared calendars will not, and so you may need to grant those permissions yet again to those that you are collaborating with. Reconfiguring email on your mobile device. So again, as you will need to do some reconfiguring in regards to locating your email. Also, giving permissions for shared calendars. You'll also need to reconfigure email on your mobile device. So as everything transitions, what happens is, of course, our server address changed, which is very, very important here. And it's going to be outlook.office365.com. But in order to achieve reconfiguring your email on your mobile device, you can do that by clicking on your settings button on your mobile phone. Once you've gone into your settings, then you'll find where it says add email or add email account. And that's on both Apple and Android devices. Once you find where to add the account, you'll choose basically where it just says add account. You'll go in, it's going to ask you for specific information, so it'll ask you to plug in your email address. And of course, That would be your username at ad.nccu.edu. Okay? Server, again, outlook.office365.com. Domain is optional. You don't have to plug in a domain. It will again ask you for your username. Go ahead and put in the entire email address, which will be your username at ad.nccu.edu and your password. Once you've entered all that information, you can click on Done, and it should take it a few moments to sync, but it should sync for you. A quick note, any signatures that you had set up through your email on your device, on your mobile device, will have to be recreated. So next, we want to look at a few Office differences at a glance. So we're talking about Office on campus computers, which is Office 2016, and differences with Office 365. So as you can see here, for Office 2016, which is solely on your local computer, and local meaning your personal computer here on campus, okay? One of the differences is that Office 2016's local to computer. Office 365 is an online version that can only be used in a browser. And by browser, I mean Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, if you're on a Mac, Safari. With Office 2016, you have full editing capabilities and features, okay? For Mac users, you're not going to see publisher access or even the OneDrive icon, okay? And we do have OneDrive that comes with the Office 2016 as well as Office 365. So let's look at Office 365. With 2016, you see we have our common applications that normally come with the Office suite. You got your Word, Excel, PowerPoint, your Outlook, OneNote, Publisher, and Access. With Office 365, you're going to have that and more. And we'll talk about these applications in depth just a little bit later. With Office 365, this gives you the opportunity to share files in real time, okay? Real-time editing, meaning two people can work on one document at the same time, simultaneously. With Office 365, you won't have full editing capabilities. You'll have light editing functions and features. How do I access Office 365 online? Well, there are two ways that you can access Office 365. One being you can go directly to the Office 365 portal, and that portal is http://portal.office365.com. To access this, you're going to use your NCCU email address and your password. Pay close attention to the way that you have to type in or put in your email address. It's going to be username at ad.nccu.edu. Make sure to include ad.nccu.edu. The second way that you can access Office 365 would be by signing into your My EOL, My Eagles Online account. Okay, so you'll sign in as yourself, of course, using your username, your password, which is your NCCU credentials, and you'll look under what is called your personal assistant right here. And under personal assistant, you've got an icon with the word email on it. You'll click on the email button, and in your EOL for Office 365 access will then be displayed. Office 365 tools to connect are a few applications offered within Office 365. Office 365 gives you access to your Outlook mail and calendar through the online portal, making it accessible from anywhere you have internet access. People is an application in which one can store their contacts both for work and personal. And lastly, Newsfeed is similar to our Eagle status within My EOL. It is a public blog where you can share information and stay current with events, or even have an online conversation. Office 365 tools to browse and share are 8 online applications offered within Office 365. And we're going to go through a few of these right now. So the first one being video is a tool that allows you to create, view, and share video within your organization. Next, Planner assists with creating and planning individual or team related tasks. So you can do team building, assign tasks, update status. Task is another way to keep track of your to-do list of items that may not be items that you need or want to include on your work calendar. And Sway is a tool for reporting. It allows you to create and share interactive reports, presentations, and many, many more things. So I'm continuing with tools to browse and share, and I'm going to start with Class Notebook. So Class Notebook is a way to create content libraries, collaboration, and student notebooks. Next is my personal favorite, Forms, which is a very easy way to create custom surveys and questionnaires. I'm going to briefly talk about SharePoint because I'm going to get into SharePoint and how to use it in just a little bit. So simply put, SharePoint is a secure place to store and share information throughout your organization. OneDrive, I'll also talk about in just a moment, is cloud storage. Okay? Cloud storage that allows you to collaborate, to store, and to share your files. Storage options and where should I store my documents? So beginning with OneDrive, there again, OneDrive is the default drive that is offered with Office 365, giving you 1 terabyte of storage. And it's used for, of course, organization file sharing. And there again, it allows you to collaborate, to store, and to share information. And so I would say that using OneDrive, the best way to use it is if you have cross-team projects from different departments. This is a good way to collaborate and kind of work on the document simultaneously, making edits and changes and being able to share it. Now, also know that the only way that you can share with everyone is if you include it in what is called a shared with everyone folder. All right, unless you do that, just whoever you give access to is allowed to view it. If you don't give anybody access to it, nobody will see the documentation. M Drive, which is your personal drive, and it's local to your, of course, desktop computer. So this is the storage that is found solely on your desktop computer. It's your personal storage. All right, for personal document storage. And that could be pictures, that could be resumes, any type of files of that sort. Common Drive is a departmental drive. And of course, it's used for confidential departmental documentation. So social security number information, banner ID numbers for students is the type of information that can be stored there. The one catch to the departmental drive or the common drive here is that requested permissions have to be granted through and by the chair and ITS. And so the way that works is your department chair knows that you need to have access, what they will do is then submit a request with your name and information requesting that you have access to that departmental drive. And of course, IT will grant that access. Eagle Point, or what we call Eagle Point here, which is SharePoint, which is what I wanted to talk a little more in depth about. So this particular storage is for departmental documentation, but it's only accessible by department. The way SharePoint is set up is that websites, or departmental websites, I should say, are created within SharePoint. And only if you belong to that department will you have access. Once it is given, of course, by whoever has the control over that. But you will only be able to have access and see what is shared within your department. So for example, I belong to ITS. I would not be able to see files or documents that institutional advancement stored or shared within their departmental site. Frequently asked questions about Office 365. We received many questions, but here are 3 pertinent ones with information to help get you started. First, where can I find information on the online apps in Office 365? You can find out this information by visiting the Microsoft page at http://www.nccu.edu/development/Microsoft/index.cfm. And again, our Microsoft page is where you can find more in-depth information about the online applications that come within Office 365. You can also find tutorials, more videos, and even quick reference guides here. Number 2, where can I take advantage of Microsoft Office training? Glad you asked. You can visit our Microsoft Imagine Academy by clicking the link below, and that's http://www.nccu.edu/administration/IT//Microsoft/index.cfm. Here on our Microsoft Imagine Academy page, there are instructions for first-time users who've never accessed the Microsoft Imagine Academy, and there are also instructions for those returning users who hasn't used it in a while but want to come back to it to do some self-paced training. Microsoft Imagine Academy offers everything Microsoft at your own pace, your own time, and the great thing about it is free of charge to all current faculty, staff, and students. Number 3, can I download Microsoft Office 365 on my personal computer? The answer is yes. If you purchase it through our Microsoft distribution program, and we provided the link below for you to do so, and that is http://www.nccu.edu/administration/IT/Microsoft@nccu.cfm. For questions and technical assistance, what can I do? Should you need assistance or have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact eTax Support, which is our help desk, at 919-530-7676. Again, that number, 919-530-7676. Our technicians are standing by and waiting to assist you. Thank you for watching.